Hello and welcome to another Tech Tuesdays 10 Tips. This week we'll be covering Microsoft Word and some of the functions that can make creating documents easier and even a little more fun. So let's dive right on in. When you open Word for the first time, you'll be taken to the Home tab on the left here. Below that you have the New tab. This is where you can create a blank document from scratch or pick one from any of their templates. You can also search for templates online using this search tool here. Below that we have Open. Within here you can open an existing document by searching in the Browse folder marked here, or if you are logged into OneDrive you can search on within your OneDrive file system within here, and this PC here will search anywhere on your PC. So we'll open up Browse, and then it opens File Explorer, which is the digital filing cabinet of your computer, and within here you can search for the document that you would like to edit. For our example today we're going to use a blank document, so we'll double click to enter. Now up the top we have the ribbon across the top here. Within here you have sections, and within your section are all the different tools. Now when you hover over a tool and leave your mouse there, it will bring up a pop-up box that shows you what it is and what it will do. Within our ribbon we have tabs up the top through here. The most commonly used one is the Home tab, which we will cover here. So if we create some text, place in our heading, within our clipboard we can highlight by clicking and dragging our mouse over the top. It then highlights the copy, cut and paste actions. And again, if you hover over, it will give you shortcut keys that you can also use when you get a bit more confident and advanced. So if we're wanting to copy the text, we can then unhighlight and select another spot on the page and paste the text down there. The next one we have is font. Now within font we have where we can make the text bold. So by highlighting the text, clicking on the bold, we can make it italic, which is on a slant. We can also underline it. We can change the font size, and as you move your mouse over the numbers it will give you a idea of the size it was going to be. You can also, by making sure that you're highlighted your text, you can change the font type, which is good fun. I like this one for our tech tips. Within this tool here we can change the font colour. This one, text highlight colour, and this adds a text effect. This tool, change case, is a handy tool if you're wanting to make your letters sentence case, lowercase, or if it's a heading in an uppercase. The next section we'll cover is the paragraph tool. You can have it as a left alignment. This one will center your text, and this one will give it a right alignment. You can also create bullet points or put in different types of bullet points of your choosing. In the next section we'll cover is styles. Now these are presets, so you can wave the mouse over to get an idea of what your heading and your body of text will look like. There is a little drop down box where you have more to choose from, or you can actually create a style of your own choice when you're feeling brave and a bit more fun. Over here we have some editing tools, and this one is a good one. The editor, where you can check your spelling, your grammar, and all these other options down the side. Very handy for when you're creating a lot of text and needing assistance with spell check and so forth. In this one we're going to cover the Insert tab. Within the Insert tab you have a section called Pages. Within here you have the Cover Page tool. So if we click on there, it gives us some options of different template cover pages for assignments or reports. Scrolling down, you also have options of more cover pages from office.com, and if you've picked one that you don't like, you can remove current cover page. The next one we'll cover is adding a blank page, which gives you a second page here. Our next section is called Tables. So within here we'll click on it. Now in here we can create as many or as little as we like. Starting off with our rows, we go down, just swipe down, and then moving across to create the columns, and then click on it to create it. We'll move out of, clicking out of the table, hopping back into our Insert tab. On the tables you also have inserting more tables, more rows and more columns, or drawing a table. Now down here further we can insert a Microsoft Excel worksheet, or you can choose from some built-in quick tables down here. Our next tools we're going to cover is within the Insert tab are Pictures. Clicking on Pictures and the drop down arrow, you can insert a picture from this device, so that's images that you will have on your computer within your File Explorer, stock images that are within Microsoft Word, and online pictures. This is a great tool. So if we click on here, now they have them in pre-made sections, or you can type in what you're wanting to look for. So in this instance we'll pick what we're looking for and then enter, and then you can scroll through, pick one that you like, Click on the image and click Insert. When you've inserted an image, there is a little box on the right hand side. Click on that. This is the layout options. If you choose behind text or in front of text, this then activates move with text or fixed position on the page. Having these selected is good because then when we go back into the image, we are able to move the image around. So if you ever get stuck, that would be one of the reasons why. I'm going to make sure these ones have been checked. Moving along, we have shapes. These are fun to have a play with and put into assignments, etc. You have icons. Selecting an icon. Moving our image out of the way, and that's the same principle applies. We put it in move with text, and it's going to sit behind the text. So it's sitting behind the image here. If we move it in front, it then sits on top of the image. So these are fun things that we can play with. Go back to our Insert tab, 3D models. That's selecting one from your own PC. Clicking on the arrow, you can then choose a stock 3D image. Some great emojis to play with. Pick some hearts. It's inserting it, and then the same again. Having it sit in front of our photo image and place it. You can also navigate your mouse to the corners and you can resize to suit. You can also place your mouse over the circle up here and rotate. And being a 3D image, you can also rotate horizontally as well. The next one we're going to cover under the Insert tab, under the Illustrations section, is our Charts tool. By selecting this one, down the left-hand side, we have a number of charts to choose from. So by selecting one of your choice, pressing on OK, and then entering it, we've got the same tool as before with the pictures, the layout options. So we can have it sitting in front of text or behind text, move with the text, or fix it to a position on the page. Now down in our chart here, we can put our numbers in by double tapping. It then reflects on our chart. Next we'll cover the Layout tab. Under here we have margins. Generally by default it's on the normal. Narrow is a good one when you're wanting to fit quite a bit of content into one page. Or you can go through and make it custom margins to suit what you are wanting. Next we've got the orientation. Now this is where you'll find when you're wanting to change it from portrait, which it will automatically open as default. Then you have the landscape. This is good for flyers. Then we have in the Review tab some proofing tools. In here, this is where you can find the editor, which is the spell check, Thesaurus, which replaces a word with a word of the same meaning, and word count. Great tools when you're doing an essay. Then under the Help tab, we have some handy tools. Clicking on the Help button will bring up your help page over to the right hand side. You've also got a search button up the top. So if you're looking for a tool in particular, you can type it in here and it will bring it up there. So it's an easy way to find a tool. Next we're going to cover saving, save as, printing and sharing a document. We navigate to the File tab up in the top left. Select from the side tab Save when we're saving a new document. We can browse where we want to save it to. We can name the document. We can pick where the document's going to sit in our File Explorer. Generally, documents will head straight under the Documents section. And we can pick what file type we're going to save it as. Generally, with Word, you'll save it as a Word document. Another popular one is PDF. Save. Now, if I make changes to this document, we will go into File, Save As, Browse. We can then rename it. We're keeping the original and creating a new document. Choosing its file location and saving. We will now have both documents. If we're wanting to print, we go to our file, we select Print, choosing the printer of choice. If we're wanting a physical printer, or we can print to PDF, which is like saving a document directly to your computer. Once we've selected, adjust how many copies you are wanting, and then press Print. Sharing is another thing that you can do. We'll navigate to File, scroll down to Share, and you'll need to sign into your Microsoft account. Here is where you'll put your email and your password. Click on the Next button and follow through to sign in. Once you've signed in, you'll be able to share your document with others. Next, down the bottom left hand corner here, we have page numbers, word counts And over to the right hand side we have focus modes and layouts. By waving over each one, it will tell you what they do. Then over to the right we have our zoom in and out slider. You can also use Control on your keyboard and the scroll wheel on your mouse to zoom out and in on your document. This also works in web pages and other documents as well. Next we're going to find a file. We're going to navigate to File, Open, Browse. We'll then go up to Search, type in our file name that we are looking for, press Enter. It will then show us 2 files with that name. We also have another tool we can use, which is our file path. This is located in the at the top up here. This is where you'll find your documents and your pictures and any other files that you have. So by clicking on the file path, it can take you right back to the beginning. Down the left hand side you can then choose the folders where your documents will be. Once you've located the document, you can then take note of the file path for where your document is housed. Thank you for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button to join us weekly for more great tutorials. See you next time.